burst of freshness of the tomato.
Casablanca feels different from what I imagined. A modern city of wide boulevards and striking architecture, yet still holding on to its old Medina, where the souks spill their energy into the streets.
What's your name?
Muhammad.
I only have 48 hours here and I want to taste as much as I can. But I want to do it alongside the locals, in the markets, in the cafes, in the places where the city truly lives.
You're welcome. So actually what you can do, you can come at the front and actually see the chef preparing all the bread, the fried bread. This is called sfenj. You'd say it's the Moroccan version of a donut.
My journey begins quietly, with a breakfast a la Sqala, a fortified bastion turned into a restaurant, welcomed by the sounds of baking bread and sizzling pans.
We'll give it a try. It's just fresh, man. It's nice and crispy. It's not stodgy at all. It's light. What a beautiful kitchen. This is really an exceptional breakfast. I think we start with a cappuccino, mixed fruit salad, orange juice, and this looks like a yogurt, but it's not yogurt. It's actually almond milk, nice and thick. You've never seen like almond milk with just such a beautiful brown color, but it looks very natural. Oh, there is honey in there as well. When I say natural, I mean made with real almonds. And then we've got this dish which is called clear. It's basically a mix of eggs and dried meat. It can be beef or lamb, and it's basically strips of meat which are left outside to dry for days, so it's kind of preserved. It becomes quite salty. Then they are marinated with spices, with garlic, with cumin, and with coriander. I'm gonna use a little bit of the bread that I've been given. I think this is called msemen. Oh, it's piping hot. Incredibly crispy and it's kind of peeling off. It's basically a flat bread, similar to the Indian paratha. I'm gonna use this and pretend that I'm in Italy scooping meat with bread, but I don't know if this is how you do it. I think it's beef meat. You can certainly feel that it's preserved, it's salty. Yeah, it's got a beautiful flavor of coriander and cumin in there. Really awesome. And this bread is just magical. It does resemble like a paratha. It's got multiple internal layers, extremely flaky. The next thing that I'm gonna try is the bagrir, which is a pancake with tiny holes, which is made with semolina, and it's perfect for dipping in honey and butter. Now, I wish I could recognize all these beautiful oils and creams, but this one that looks like a little bit like peanut butter, looks very thick. Try and dip some of this. Oh, I think this is actually what they call amlou butter. Similar to peanut sauce, it's actually a very thick, kind of a sweet and creamy butter, which is made of almonds, honey, and argan oil. And the bagrir is perfect for this kind of combination. And the other kind of bread that we have got is called arsha, and it's basically pan-fried bread, again made with semolina. It's a bit more thick than the other one, and it's got some, I believe, some kind of sugary coating. I think this is called beldi butter, and it's, I don't know if it's a local butter or it's a kind of a well-established Moroccan brand of butter, but it's very famous. Should have put the butter first. Let's try. This is probably gonna be like a sugary snack. Beautiful. I think it is strawberry jam. And this bread, compared to the other, is a little bit more full inside, more dense, but it's nice. This was my favorite bread, like the msemen. Just gotta fill it with some more of this beautiful preserved meat and egg combination. I think this is definitely the reason why I came here this morning. The clear. It's probably one of the best scrambled egg combination I've had so far around the world. Really, really beautiful. And as you can see on the top here, we've got, I think this is called jben, and it's a traditional cheese usually prepared with raw sheep's or goat milk. It's quite interesting. I think you're probably meant to have this with some Moroccan bread, but if I have more bread this morning, I'm probably not gonna have anything for lunch. Oh, it's very sticky and creamy and gooey. I'm gonna have some with an olive and some carrots. Wow, the cheese kind of tastes like very, very high quality Philadelphia spreadable cheese, but you can just taste the natural taste of goat milk inside, and it's really beautiful. Actually, it goes really well because the olives are kind of pickled, very tangy, and so it's a nice, beautiful contrast actually. Kind of a luxury spreadable cheese. Now look how beautiful is really this place. As I said, it was a 17th century fortified bastion. You can see the cannon here. There's a beautiful terrace that overlooks the seafront. Just really awesome that's been converted into a restaurant. That's the best use for all 17th century building. Just convert them into a restaurant.
In sunny Casablanca, mornings after breakfast are best spent at the central market, the fish market. It's the kind of place that immediately gets you thinking about what lunch might be. Here you can choose your fish straight from the stalls and have it cooked for you right on the spot. The variety is overwhelming, from piles of shellfish to the freshest crabs, and countless other fish I couldn't even name.
Restaurant fish. Oh yeah. Then maybe later. Thank you. I don't really think you can question the freshness of this lobsters and the fish in general. It's full of all sorts of crustacean, shellfish, sea urchin, all sorts of... Oh, what is this thing? Look at this thing. Like, I've never seen this type of fish. What is that? I'm buying a couple of sea urchin, which need to be eaten alive. I've never had sea urchin in my life. I'm gonna actually find a spot here inside the market. Not all the stalls are open today. I don't know, maybe it's because it's not weekend, but yeah, I've never had sea urchin. Like, it's very interesting. There is a kind of a seafood jam inside this black spiky shell. I don't even know if you can actually touch it, or is it spiky and dangerous or something. I don't know. Let's try and figure out what the sea urchin is about for the first time in my life. Disappears in your mouth. It's like a little bit jelly, gelatinous, and an intense seafood flavor. Nice and salty. Real sea salt you can taste in your mouth. But really, really yummy. I mean, if you like seafood, this is like blasting your mouth with some real seafood flavor. Sea urchin are used, even in Italy, to make pasta sauce. I can definitely see how this can integrate into a pasta sauce and make a wonderful dish.
All around the fish market, restaurants line the streets, each offering more or less the same menu, with people calling out and trying to draw me in from every corner. But I already know where I'm going. Chez Michel et Hafida, a spot appreciated by both tourists and locals. It's to them that I'm going to entrust the fish I just bought and let them turn into my lunch.
Want me to cook it or just to leave it like this?
So the seashell that I bought, she said I can have them raw. I'm actually gonna have them raw, sort of like sashimi.
You just take the lemon juice and you press it and you eat.
Grab one of these bad boys and a little bit gummy, chewy. The lemon squeeze is absolutely necessary. I'm so glad that we didn't cook this. There's much more satisfaction in eating this raw, in my opinion. And in the meantime, also my kefta meatball tagine has arrived, and it smells absolutely delicious, enriched with this beautiful tomato sauce. It's basically like sardine meatballs being submerged into a tomato and parsley sauce, which is amazing. Okay, it's time to grab some of this Moroccan bread and then start the scooping action, which I love. And we start playing with a little bit of this beautiful sauce on the bread first. I think here they will say Bismillah. I recognize the taste of this tomato sauce. It's just like there's something when you do a tomato sauce which is made with fresh tomatoes compared to the one that you find in the supermarket. You can taste the burst of freshness of the tomato, like pure tomato juice, and it doesn't taste chemical or adjusted or correct or with acidifier. You know, all those things that you find in the supermarket sauces. And kefta meatball is a sardine meatball, and it has been kind of dissolved into the sauce, like blue fish type of flavor inside, which is phenomenal, and also lots and lots of parsley flavor. The tomato sauce is granular. There are kind of small, finely chopped piece of tomatoes in there, so it's not just salsa. I really want to get one of these meatballs, which is almost gonna disintegrated now into a piece of bread. Super soft. I don't know if it's because they've been cooked into the sauce and they just crumble into this tomato sauce, and it's amazing. And I love, like, there are whole pieces of sardines in this meatball. with the whole small bones of the sardines and everything has been put in it, like very homemade style of food. Okay, we're done with the tagine. I'm very excited to describe this mixed seafood platter. There are some shellfish which are filled with different sauces, one of which looks tomatoey. I think there is a steak of tuna with some kind of green sauce over it, open sardine there, eggplants, and then there are some grilled, I wonder if pumpkin stripes, and a large fish on the center. I'm not really sure what that is. I think I'm gonna start with this fish in the middle. This is, I don't even know why I'm using a knife, but let's try this. There is a little bit of this kind of parsley greens. Pretty bony, but certainly very flaky and soft. There is kind of parsley lemony sauce. It's already been put on the top and it's beautiful. You need to pay attention to the spiky bones, but you can help yourself with the fork to kind of scoop out all this flaky and soft piece of fish. We got another type of grilled fish. This has got a little bit of a more firm consistency. I'm not sure what it is, but maybe a little bit overcooked as well, because it's a bit dry inside. It's nice and charred on the top, but it's a bit dry inside, so maybe it would have benefited from less cooking, I think. I want to try a piece of this tuna as well. I think it's only fair if we throw in some more of this parsley sauce. Actually, if you look inside, it's actually nice and pink. It looks overcooked on the outside, but actually on the inside is nice and soft. We got a split open sardine, which we're gonna try right now. I think the orange sauce on the top was tomato sauce, but I can taste some kind of different spices on top, cumin, coriander. And we got this oyster. I don't know if there's actually an oyster inside this thing, but mistake. This was spicy sauce, so you're supposed to put that into the fish. Casablanca is the financial HUB of Morocco, so for those people who expect like an atmosphere like Marrakesh, full of souks and Medina style type of alleys and buildings, they're going to be a little bit disappointed, because actually the city has got the feeling of a European capital, like a financial capital. But there are actually lots of good sightseeing points. At the moment we are in the Arab League Park, which is a 30 acres beautiful park slash garden with some small pools and fountains and some beautiful palm trees, and actually the city has got lots of other stuff such as like mosques, cathedrals and stuff, so I think we're going to see a big mosque later on. So yeah, from a sightseeing point of view there's still quite a lot to see.
I can't help feeling a little uneasy as I step into the old Medina at night. I'm not sure how people will react to me filming around. Will they welcome it or take offense? I don't see any other tourists with cameras. It pretty much feels like I'm on my own. And the shops are starting to close down. People told me it's safe, but I'm still not entirely convinced. And yet, there is no doubt that the place itself is magical. It's raw, authentic, and undeniably beautiful. As the sky deepens into the night, the glow from the houses and the mosque spills into the alleys, giving the Medina a vibrant life.
And I was attracted by the small kind of sweet shops, the smell of bread and cakes, which are homemade. Really, it's pervasive and they look awesome. I will want to try each one of them, but I had to select a couple of them. The whole Medina like shuts down around 9, so around 9 p.m. you won't find much people around, so I'm not entirely sure how safe it is to actually wander around. But if you come out in the main streets, it's always trafficked until very late, so it feels even a bit safer even until late. So I was actually looking specifically for one dish which is called Rfissa. If I'm not mistaken, it's like a combination of chicken and shredded bread or something. We'll have a look at it. I've never tried it so far. It's a meal, if I'm not mistaken, it's eaten in special occasions, so it's not something I think you'd find commonly every day, I believe, but I might be wrong with this. So this restaurant makes it every day, so I just step inside and they say like, ask it if I can sit, and they say that's okay. So really big portion actually. So if you can see, there is some lentils on top, and then there's like a big piece of chicken breast, I believe, on top of a bed, which is made actually, if I'm not mistaken, of stripes of the msemen bread that we've had for breakfast. It's pretty much like onions, lentils, and bread. It's like a bunch of very soft veggies and shredded bread.
Like this.
Really good, Rfissa.
Why?
Thank you.
Like this. I like this.
I think there is also cabbage in there as well. Oh, that's very fascinating. I love the Moroccan bread, but I never had it cut in these kind of small pieces and made into a vegetable dish. Very yummy. It works well because there's a lot of flavor of cumin, maybe coriander as well. It's very flavorful actually. I want to try some of these chicken pieces, combine it with some lentils and lots of this bread. But really, what a fun and delicious way to have essentially chicken and bread. The chicken can be a bit dry inside, but you know, if you may take the care to actually combine it with these lentils, it does soften quite a bit and it becomes very flavorful. Yeah, this is actually the msemen, so it's the bread, and you can actually see the toasted mark on the bread itself. And actually, you got quite a chunky piece of chicken. So you know, in my opinion, this could be very well like a first and second course altogether. I figured out probably a better way to do it is to actually shred yourself the chicken into the combination of bread and lentils, and then kind of try and mix together. Okay, my friend, I am back into the hotel now. It's been a really nice day. I've got those sweets that we bought. I've got this one that's looks like phyllo pastry. Inside there's some kind of brown sugar sort of filling. Let's try. The pastry is outside feels like croissant, extremely flaky. Yeah, and this filling inside, it's very mildly sugary actually, which I really appreciate. Then maybe there are some raisins. Flavor is not exactly chocolatey, I would say resembles coffee actually. It's really nice. This one has got more of a kind of a creamy custard in the middle, which is kind of yellowy greenish. I think I'm just gonna break one piece. It's got a kind of a lemony, kind of citrusy type of taste, and oh yeah, I wonder if it's kind of a lemon custard.
The next morning, I head over to Habbous, often called the new Medina of Casablanca. Built in the 20th century, it feels calmer and more orderly than the old Medina, but still full of life. Here you'll find markets overflowing with olives, spices, and some of the more unusual meats you can imagine, but more on that later.
We are starting this tour of Habbous here in Casablanca, and I came here at Café Imperial, which is a really nice cafe with all these kind of columns and arcs and beautiful Moroccan vibe. And I came for my breakfast called Petit Déjeuner Habbous. It's made of some yogurt, boiled egg, fruit juice, and then something that's called beldi pizza or pizza beldi. And I know that beldi is a local cheese, if I'm not mistaken, like a spreadable cheese. And basically you've got the Moroccan bread and the cheese spread on top, and then I think there is some olive oil, some oregano, and possibly some cumin. I really love the crust in this bread, coated in seeds. It's really nice and crunchy. The beldi cheese, this is like your typical spreadable cheese, like Philadelphia. I love the combination of cheese and olive oil, and the cumin is really nice in there. The slices of bread super crunchy. Almost feels like toasted bread, but no, it's not. We're gonna try some of this fresh orange juice. Can't go wrong with orange juice or olive oil in Morocco, really. They've actually brought some olives there. Just simple olive. You know, olives in Morocco are particularly tangy, so mixed fruit yogurt. I don't mind a little yogurt for breakfast. And then we've got our soft boiled egg, also known as egg à la coque. You're meant to break the shell on top. Oh, I think it's actually hard boiled. There you go. Moroccan minty, unmissable in any breakfast really.
One of the highlights of Habbous is its olive market. Dozens of stalls are piled high with every kind of olive you can imagine. Green, black, spiced, cured, stuffed. The colors are vibrant, from deep purples to the bright greens, and the smell is incredible. For me, it's one of the most inviting corners of Casablanca's food scene.
I don't know how am I going to try this without making a mess, but I've got some wet wipes with me, so I'm not too scared. Look at the beautiful color, like the oregano in there, the spicy look of this. They're a little bit spicy, not too much. Some of them are really sour and tangy. The one that looks more brown, quite potent from a sourness point of view. It's such an amazing snack.
Not far from the olive stalls is the meat market of Habbous. It's chaotic but strangely beautiful. Rows of butchers seasoning and preparing cuts right in front of you. And just outside, small roadside grills are ready to cook whatever you decide to buy, turning the market into an open-air kitchen.
Thank you very much. So all around this neighborhood you'll find small street vendors selling pomegranate juice and squeeze it onto this kind of machine, this kind of press. Very sweet. Nice and sugary, but it's natural sugar, it's not added sugar. So the most impressive thing that you can do in Habbous is come to the butcher market, where you can find a row of butchers, not only cutting and preparing different types of meat, most notoriously the camel meat, but also setting up like some restaurant in the street with some tables in the street, and it's an extremely chaotic place. Somehow it's kind of mixed. There are butchers, then there are clothes shop, they are putting clothes in all this kind of big black bag, almost as if they are trying to ship them or something. It's very interesting, it's very fascinating. What I'm gonna do for sure is try some of this camel meat. I'll buy some more and then I will ask one of the chefs to cook it on the grill. What's your name? What's
Mohammed.
your name? Mohammed. Once you buy the meat at the butcher, then people from the local restaurant, they try to pull you left and right so that they can cook the meat for you. They will come and serve you some fries. It's a bit crazy. I can't see any other tourists, to be honest, in this area. It does feel a little bit sketchy. Anyway, let's try some of these chips, which I think comes with mayonnaise and maybe ketchup. This is actually mustard. I can certainly say that they fried these chips very beautiful, nice and crispy. This is exactly the type of atmosphere that I love in the middle of a local market. Merci. Shukra. Some mint tea has arrived too, which I love, regardless of whether it's breakfast, lunch or whatever. I noticed that sometimes they do sweeten the mint tea, which I don't necessarily mind, but I do actually prefer it unsweetened. But beautiful mint aroma, to be honest. One of the local people who was sitting here, he came to give me a piece of camel meat, some of his meat. And he says that I need to try this because it's camel meat mixed with dried fruit. It's really awesome, and it's not something that you would find normal in this market. So he must have brought it from his home and he come here and the guys cook it for him. So I mean, this is amazing. It's incredible how kind the people are when they see you. You're a tourist. They are very hospitable. I'm gonna try some of this camel meat with mixed dried fruit. Oh, this is awesome. This is a camel burger. You can taste the cumin, fennel inside, and paprika as well, slightly spicy. Some kind of sweetness inside, given by the dry fruit. Oh, thank you. So my mixed grill has arrived, and it looks awesome. A few sausages, then there is another camel burger. I've got a lamb rib, and it comes with a platter of grilled veggies, which include tomatoes and onions, beautifully and charred. I'm gonna grab one of this sausage, maybe with a little piece of bread. I wonder if this is also camel sausage. Obviously it won't be pork in Morocco. It comes with the skin, which gives a little bit of a bouncy, elasticy texture, but inside it's a very soft sausage. It's lightly spiced. Here in Morocco, like, they don't eat extremely spicy. It's just the spice from the paprika, from the cayenne pepper, and it has got this beautiful grill mark. It's been almost kind of squeezed by the grill. What a beautiful bread. Thank you. Thank you. No, for me. No. I'm okay. Oh, thank you very much. Thanks, Ray. Thank you. The same guy who gave me the camel meat with dry fruits also gifted me another huge bread. I am really just speechless. You know, the fact that a local person sees you enjoying the food and wants you to have the best possible experience. really brings me joy. I'm so grateful. He doesn't want to be on camera, but you know, I'm extremely grateful for it. By the way, it's a huge pizza bread or pita bread. It's beautiful. This looks extremely fresh. Oh, it's piping hot actually. I'm gonna tear a little bit. Oh my god, look at this thing. I am over the moon. Oh, actually, I'm gonna try some of the camel meat that he gave me. The good one, the proper one, which has been coupled with dry fruits. So if you put one over the other, you've got basically a crusty bottom of beautifully fragrant bread and some spiced camel meat with dried fruit inside. I mean, how can things get better in the world right now? I don't know. It's time to try the lamb, which I'm just honestly gonna grab and bite, like with no shame really. This one is fat too.